It has arrived, the Carpuride Apple CarPlay Android Auto for your motorcycle. I've been searching for alternatives to not be mounting my iPhone onto the handlebars just because it's an expensive phone and I don't really trust the stabilizers. I already ruined my iPhone 8 last year. I'll run you a couple clips side by side so you can see the image on the right. That is a brand new iPhone, everything is functioning properly. And the image on the left, that is my iPhone 8 with a damaged camera lens. You can see how shaky that image is. And with the phone being exposed to the elements, this only happened a few times to me. When it gets really hot, the phone, it'll give you a high heat warning and it'll just shut off on you. And you're out of luck. No more GPS. So this may be the alternative that I was looking for. Waterproof, heat resistant. Let's open up the box. Shout out to Carpuride because I actually reached out to them for a sample unit and they sent me the 5-inch W502 model. Here's the box. Let's take a look inside. Here's the actual unit. We will have a couple of mounting options. There is a hardwire option, and we have a direct USB hookup. Here is our handlebar mount. A couple extra fuses, user manual tool. Let's take a closer look at the actual screen. The mounting system is very similar to RAM mount. On the top we have a sunshade to reduce the glare on the screen. On the side we have a power button and an SD card slot. For your cables, hardwire and USB, it's a very simple unscrew, screw on process. For the sake of today's video, we'll just be using the USB hookup. We'll go a little bit faster. Overall, nice clean look to it, fairly light. We'll hook it up and flip on the screen in a second. See how fast the actual iPhone hooks up via Bluetooth. Now I did a little bit of research prior to requesting a sample from the company. Carpuride has been around for 12 years. I checked out their Amazon reviews. The products are a 4-star plus rating. They do offer a 30-day unconditional return and a 24-month warranty on all their products. Well, let's hook it up to the bike and see how well it connects to the Apple iPhone. Why don't we just mount the unit on the bike first? Go ahead and grab your mount. There's going to be 2 nuts on this U piece. Now be careful, don't lose these. I'm going to throw in my pocket. There's going to be a washer and a spacer. A washer and a spacer. Now, for this, on the inside, kind of like a rubber plastic substance to help this from not spinning around and not scratch your handlebars. You just have to figure out where we want this and which position we want it at. Once you have a basic idea of kind of where you want the screen to be, go ahead and grab. We won't be needing those spacers, that's for sure. Your washer nut, these are locking nuts, so don't worry about putting Loctite on that. Now I actually ordered up something a little bit extra so I can mount the unit right above my dash display on the accessory bar. And I'll show you how we're going to do that in a second. Let's get the included hardware mounted so you can get an idea of what this will look like if you don't get the little extra accessories I purchased off Amazon. Loosen up the extension. This ball will drop in eventually. And then we'll go ahead and tighten. voltage down a little bit more. Alright, let's fire this up. I'm going to switch my phone for a second before we pair, just because the iPhone films a little bit better and you should be able to see the clarity of the screen. Showing Carpuride on the phone. Okay, here we go. Show me a passkey, pair, allow, connected. Oh, here we go. Sorry the quality is so bad off the GoPro, but I always use my phone to film inside the shack. It's just not a low light camera. The biggest thing for me is just having Google Maps and Gaia. See, if I go on here, let's do directions down to Lions.
Head northwest, then make a U-turn.
Oh, awesome. Alright, so it just jumps right over to here. Perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. I can just tap in where I want to go, throw the phone in my pocket, and have this on the bike and not worry about the phone getting ruined. Now you can connect this to your helmet audio. I don't have helmet audio. That's just too expensive right now. But you can do voice commands and so forth. Now let me show you what I bought so I can mount on the rod up here. Got a couple of goodies off Amazon. This little short link ram mount and ball. It's actually a mirror mount because those T7 mounting rods are so little. It'll be much easier with the windscreen off. I guess that's one gripe with this hardware. They don't send you many options, mounting options. So let's see if my plan worked. Now I was considering the 7-inch screen just for visibility factor. But look at the 5-inch, just a perfect fit above the dash. It actually worked. Awesome. Beautiful, look at that. Make sure it's centered. We'll go for a ride test in a second. If you guys are interested in a unit like this, they did send me a $50 discount code. It's AT50. I'll make sure to jot that down in the description box below, as well as a link to this product. Here's a peek of what the setup looks like on the T7 mounting rod. I bought the shortest ram mount, offset a little bit on this mount, just so we're not sticking too far out. I wanted it closer and a little bit more flush with the actual dash display. I'm going to finish tightening all this up. Let's head out for a ride. Okay, I have the bike out. I routed myself down to town. We go through here. You can turn on your music, which I don't have a headset just yet for this. We can control music through here, and that's the Apple Play. So let's see what apps they threw on here through the Apple Play. Not all the apps will transfer through. WhatsApp, Uber Driver, that's weird. Why that went on there. Spotify, Onyx Off-Road. Oh, interesting. Why does it save? Gotta approve something. Let's just skip that one. So Gaia is my off-road app I typically use. That's working, and Google Maps is pretty much my go-to map when I'm on the highway. We can zoom out through the touchscreen on here, and it seems to be fairly fast. I mean, we go all the way out. Look at that. Okay, so that's on. Now, obviously, if I did have like a Bluetooth Senna or Cardo, it would do the voice command or directional commands into the headset, but no big deal. The screen is plenty bright, and of course it's not the brightest day. We do have some overcast. Let's go rolling down the highway. I really do like that positioning though. Much better than having something down here where I actually have to kind of pivot my head down. Here I'm looking highway, just move my eyes slightly down, check the map, back on the highway. Much safer. An additional, what, 15-20 bucks I spent on those two little pieces to have it the way I want it on that T7 GPS bar mount. I'm going to be rocking this Carpuride all season for sure. I'll get more familiar with it. I never used a Carplay, whatever, so this is all new to me. I wish I could go more in depth with it. Since I don't have that Cardo or Senna yet, I really can't use all the features, but honestly, I don't need all the features. This is pretty much what I wanted it for. Just a nice GPS display instead of having my phone and have to worry about the little gimbal in the iPhone getting destroyed by vibrations. And mainly for off-road, if I have that stabilizer and quad lock right here, off-road, that thing just flopping around like crazy. There's no point. It's a $800 phone, which is quite ridiculous, but I use that for all my photography, all my filming off the bike, and it's just not worth, you know, paying that extra money for Apple Care. And even if you have Apple Care, it's $100 to swap the damn phone. Anyway, I'm happy with this so far. Perfect fit on the T7. Looks good, nice clean look. I'll be using this in upcoming videos. If I have any issue with it, I will let you guys know. And check out the link below. If you buy through that link, it helps out the channel. I get a little kickback from anything you buy. Use that code AT50 for $50 off. And if you don't like it, return it. You got 30 days and a 2-year warranty. I'll catch you guys in the next one.